Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, outside we go as we take a look outside our weather window from this afternoon. And how gorgeous is this shot from our Omi Gardens Sky-Fi Tower camera looking back up at Rocky Reach Dam rather. And of course, Highway 97, lots of blue sky out there today, and that allowed temperatures to get into the low and even mid 50s around most of north central Washington. And get used to it because our trend as we make our way through the end of the week and into this weekend, that's right, warm and dry. We're going to see high temperatures warming into the upper 50s, maybe even lower 60s. I think our warmest day will be Saturday, but Sunday is going to be awfully nice too. So if you have a chance, get out and enjoy the weather this weekend. I'll have that complete, beautiful forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. An incarcerated warden man was able to have one of his convictions overturned in a 2018 shooting in Moses Lake. New COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations in Chelan and Douglas counties continued their sharp decline this week. And video from the Washington State Department of Transportation shows some of the work done to stabilize the area above Highway 2 in Pine Canyon, where a rock slide closed the highway back on February 2nd. But first, our top story tonight. A portion of the Highway 28 bypass near Fred Meyer in East Wenatchee was closed for about a half hour yesterday afternoon after a car burst into flames. Kay McKellar of Douglas County Fire District 1 said the fire started in the engine of the vehicle about 3:15 p.m. and then quickly spread to the inside. She said the driver of the car was able to escape without injury. Before firefighters arrived, East Wenatchee police officer Leon Leidy used an extinguisher to slow the growth of that fire. McKellar said it's not clear yet what caused the engine to catch fire. Well, an incarcerated warden man was able to have one of his convictions overturned in a 2018 shooting in Moses Lake. 23-year-old Zachary Stephen Scone is serving 22 years for shooting another man in a drug deal that went bad in Montlake Park. He told the Washington Court of Appeals that he didn't get a fair trial because some jurors worried that his alleged gang connections might endanger their lives. The appeals court disagreed, but threw out one of his two convictions for unlawful firearm possession. Scone will remain in prison, but he must be resentenced. New COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations in Chelan and Douglas counties continued their sharp decline this week. This week, Chelan-Douglas Health District thermographic report shows the rate of new cases for the two counties has fallen to 117 per 100,000 residents over the past 2 weeks. That's compared with 177 new cases reported just a week ago. The infection rate in the two counties has been falling for several weeks now. In addition, the health district reported there is currently only one person from the two counties hospitalized with the virus. There are also 3 COVID-19 patients from outside the two counties being treated at Central Washington Hospital. The health district confirmed 9 new COVID-19 deaths for Chelan County yesterday, but they were all deaths that occurred between October of 2020 and January of 2021. And before we go to break, video from the Washington State Department of Transportation shows some of the work done to stabilize the area above Highway 2 in Pine Canyon, where a rock slide closed that highway back on February 2nd. The effort included dislodging a car-sized boulder that hung over the highway. Pine Canyon, by the way, could reopen as early as next week. Coming up next, Wenatchee School District has started surveying parents on the return to full-time in-school education. The Wenatchee Valley Museum is about to undergo some renovations. Residents of Wenatchee can now choose to switch to a smaller garbage can that can help them avoid a May 1st rate increase for garbage service. And Chelan County's Senior Superior Court Judge is leaving the bench this summer. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multicare specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multicare is one stop, one location.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Welcome back. In another news, the Wenatchee School District wants to step up the return to in-person classes for its 7,300 students. Superintendent Paul Gordon says the outlook is hopeful because community incidence of COVID-19 is going down and vaccinations are now available for all teachers and staff. But the district wants input on that idea, so a community survey is now up and running.
So we really want to make sure that we're asking some pretty straightforward, direct questions about returning to full in-person learning or continuing the hybrid learning for our school district. So some decision-making points that we'll be bringing back to the board are the survey data that we collected and compiled and shared with the board at the March 23rd meeting. And then we'll continue to meet with state and local health officials to make sure that we have our best guidance going forward.
If the district goes forward with that move, students could return to in-person classes by the end of April. The Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center plans a 3 to 4 week renovation of its main gallery and performance space. The work affects the meeting and presentation area of the main museum building, including the historic Liberty Theater Wurlitzer pipe organ. The museum is open at limited capacity, but the performance hall will be inaccessible once the work begins. It'll be paid for by state capital funds. Well, residents of Wenatchee can now choose to switch to a smaller garbage can that can help them avoid a May 1st rate increase for garbage service. The City of Wenatchee and Waste Management are asking people to choose by April 9th between a 35, 64, or current 96-gallon garbage can. The cost per month is $16.80 for the 35-gallon, $21.65 for a 64-gallon, and $26.69 for the 96-gallon can. Residents currently pay $21.31 for their 96-gallon can. Anyone who wants to keep that big $96 or 96-gallon can does not need to make a choice. You can select the size of can you want by emailing Waste Management or by calling them at 662-4591. Well, Chelan County's Senior Superior Court Judge is leaving the bench this summer. Judge Leslie Allen has presided in the court since 1998. She'll make her retirement effective June 30th. Allen was appointed by Governor Gary Locke and has won re-election 7 times since then. She was previously an assistant state attorney general. In her spare time, Judge Allen has also volunteered as a coach for the Wenatchee High School mock trial team, which brought home honors from state competitions many years in a row. Governor Jay Inslee will name a replacement to fill out her term. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Hi, Stephen DeVilbiss here, Branch Manager of Beneficial and Home Care. We are an equal opportunity employer and we do not discriminate in employment or services. It is our mission to maximize our clients' physical health and sense of mental well-being while remaining in the comfort of their home. We are currently seeking professional caregivers who share our mission to help our clients live safely and comfortably at home. Call Beneficial and Home Care. Schedule your interview today. 509-663-7900.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, the Washington National Guard has had a steady presence in the Wenatchee Valley almost since the COVID-19 pandemic began a year ago. Their work here has included assisting with food distribution, COVID-19 testing, and now the mass vaccination effort at the Town Toyota Center. Second Lieutenant A.J. Davis of DuPont is in Wenatchee with 27 other Guard members for his second stint, and he said yesterday he and his fellow service members have been very well received here.
Oh, it's been great. They've been very hospitable, wonderful weather. I mean, we've been out on our days off. We've been out going to Mission Ridge, and that's been a lot of fun. It's been a very hospitable town. Oh yeah, everybody that comes through, they've voiced a lot of their appreciation, not only for the work that we're doing in the Guard itself, but how quickly and efficiently that we're doing it compared to what they've seen on the news. I mean, our peak cycle time for vaccinations, we're completing one vaccination every 15.5 seconds here at this site, and I think to date we've done around 24,000, a little over 24,000 to date. So specifically, our members of the Guard help with the actual vaccination, the administration of the vaccination, in addition to some of the data entry aspects of the management of prep mods. So basically recording who does that shot, what arm they get it in, and the dosage amount for that shot. I've personally been to Walla Walla, Franklin, Yakima, Chelan and Douglas now, and then within there doing food bank missions down to Walla Walla. Now I've done testing in those counties as well, in addition to now this mass vaccination site here. Yep, so they leave their families and their jobs. A lot of them put their lives on pause to come here and help and serve their communities in addition to citizens of Washington State. A lot of them will commute back on days off, you know, the weekends, where they'll take leave that they accrue to use to go spend time with their families.
And we are grateful to have them here. Let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. And I can just say, nice the next 5 days, back to you, to me. but we're not. We're going to talk about weather. Let's look outside our weather window, and it was a beautiful day out there today. In fact, it got a little bit warmer than we thought it would. This is a beautiful view looking down at Rocky Reach Dam and the beautiful blue waters of the Columbia River, and just as beautiful, all those blue skies out there today, bringing us that sunshine. That allowed our temperature to really get up there today, higher than we actually thought. 54 unofficially our high temperature today. That's a couple of degrees above 52, which is now our normal high temperature. We climbed quite a bit this morning too, because we started the day at 28 degrees, 33 is normal. How about this record back in 2007, 72 degrees, gorgeous day. And once again, there's that 2019. It was a wicked winter, 18, the record low back in 2019. Sunrise 6:21, and for the first time in a long time, sunset is after 6 p.m., now at 6:01. Let's take a look now and show you how our Friday will shape up. And of course, Football Friday around lots of north central Washington. The weather, it's not going to feel like fall, that's for sure. We are warming up tomorrow. Upper 50s for the Columbia Basin, almost 60 in Moses Lake, 56 in Quincy, 55 here in the Wenatchee area, 54 for Entiat, and 54 in Chelan. But judging that by the fact that we did go over our expected high temperature tomorrow, might do the same, or today we might do the same tomorrow as well. So surface loop tonight, mostly clear skies. It's going to be very, very quiet out there with just a light breeze, all kinds of clear skies. And this is pretty much our weather scenario. High pressure right here. Here's the nose of it coming up and over the Pacific Northwest, and that's allowing all of this tropical warm weather to move our way. And for the Bridge of Sportsmanship game tomorrow night, it's going to be gorgeous, sunny during the day and warmer. We should see highs, as we mentioned, 55, so kickoff probably upper 40s, really not bad at all. Saturday, mostly sunny. It is going to be a great weekend. We are talking high temperatures Saturday, almost all of us near 60 degrees into the upper 50s. On Sunday, the same. Mostly sunny, unseasonably warm. Maybe a few mountain showers on Sunday because of this area of low pressure that did slide across Canada, and that could bring some clouds and some showers to some places. And then on Monday, mostly sunny skies. We will cool down just a few degrees on Monday, but don't let it bother you too much. That's a cool down into the mid-50s, and we're going to stay that way with just slightly cooler temperatures as we get into a Tuesday. Temperatures, though, still above normal. Remember, 52 is our normal high, so we're going to be above that on Tuesday. Lots of sunshine all over the western United States. And as we get into the end of our forecast then on Wednesday, can I say, more of the same. High pressure all over the place will keep our skies clear, mostly sunny skies, and we will remain mild with high temperatures predominantly, once again, mid to upper 50s. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast, and tonight we'll drop down to a fairly mild 31 degrees, 55 tomorrow, and look at the weekend, 57 both days, and not going to rule out the fact that we could go higher than that, maybe to 60 this weekend, and then a bit of a cool down on Monday to 54, and back to the nice weather Tuesday and Wednesday with mostly sunny to sunny skies, high temperatures then in the mid-50s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue.
Currently, Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is open for dine-in and take-out. Owner Justin Hefner and his staff are just as excited as you to get back to their regularly scheduled full menu, music, and poker, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is serving a limited menu for lunch and dinner, dine-in or take-out.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing in the radio or seeing in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. Arizona State used a 10-2 run to close out the game and knock off Washington State in the first round of the Pac-12 men's basketball tournament yesterday. 64-59 the final. Isaac Bonton led Washington State with 18 points and Noah Williams added 11. Cougars turned the ball over 20 times in the game, including 4 in the final 2.5 minutes of the contest. Coach Kyle Smith credits the Sun Devils for hitting the shots when they needed to.
Really hard-fought game. I mean, I'm really impressed by how hard both teams competed. It's really kind of a battle of wills, their pressure versus our size. And in the end, their pressure got us. Last 30 seconds, we were in good shape to have a chance to win that game, and didn't happen. And, Verge, being a senior, really good player, made a really difficult shot and made a lot of big plays for him.
Washington State had a chance with 11 seconds left as Noah Williams got the ball, but as he drove the lane, an ASU player stripped the ball from him, a play in which Coach Smith thought there maybe should have been a foul call.
11 seconds left, knew they were going to pressure, and Isaac thought they would double him, which they kind of did Noah. So Isaac said, I want to throw it in, and if they double, then throw it back to me and get a chance we're just going to go 1-4 flat. Just go down one. And Noah made a good play, split it, and got downhill, and he was running at the rim, and they helped uphill. And I thought there was some contact there. It should have been a whistle. We still have a chance if it's a charge, or I got to see it. And then we need, we missed or whatever turnover. We didn't get a foul quickly enough, or didn't get the whistle quickly enough, and didn't get an opportunity there. But as far as like against their pressure, I didn't think I thought they did what they would do, is like they're just going to pick you up in the backcourt and try to get you on your heels. And I said, just be aggressive. And we had F and Deshaun in there. I said, get something. If they help uphill, drop it off, or get something on the rim, we're going to have a good chance to get a putback.
Cougs finished the season 14-13 and now out of the Pac-12 tournament. Well, Washington got off to a horrible start in its opening round game of the Pac-12 tournament with Utah. Nearly caught the Utes down the stretch, but ended up falling 98-95. Utah started out the game with a 23-4 run. Led by 12 at the half, Huskies had 60 points in the second half, but it was not enough to advance in the tournament. Coach Mike Hopkins says when you start slowly like that and face a team shooting lights out, the end is nearly a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, we, the game started. We thought we had a good plan. One of the keys for us was make sure we can defend without fouling. We thought that was a big part. In their games that they've beaten us in the past, it was, they made more foul shots than we attempted. And I think that also happened tonight. So that was not a good thing. And you know what? You got to give their hats off to Utah. I mean, they shot the ball as good as we've seen a team shoot the ball. We broke down a few times, but boy, they were hot. And, when you play a team that shoots like that, it's going to be a struggle. But our kids kept fighting, kept battling. When we thought we had no chance, we just kept fighting and gave ourselves and created ourselves a chance. But really proud of these guys. Hasn't been the year that we wanted in terms of wins and losses, but I was proud of the way that they were resilient, how they fought, how they stayed together, and how they just kept trying to get better. So really proud of the guys.
Cade Green had a career-high 31 points for the Huskies. Jamal Bay finished with 18, Eric Stevenson 14, Washington finishes the season 5-21, one of the worst seasons in Husky history. Prep girls swimming and diving scheduled today. Eastmont and Wenatchee on the road at Moses Lake to take on the Chiefs in swimming and diving. Also on the schedule today, just one soccer match on the pitch, and that is up north. Casimir traveling to Omak to take on the Pioneers this afternoon. Texas teed off on Seattle pitching Wednesday for 6 home runs and a 17-5 drubbing of the Mariners in Cactus League play. Jason Martin hit 2 of the 6 dingers, and the Rangers clubbed 18 hits. Seattle starter Justice Sheffield took the brunt of the damage, allowing 6 runs on 7 hits, including 2 home runs to take the loss. Lone bright spot for Seattle came in a 4-run third inning, highlighted by RBI doubles from Mitch Haniger and Tom Murphy. Manager Scott Service says this is certainly not how you draw the game up.
Usually try to look at some bright spots. Today was game certainly got away from us early. It's first time I've seen Chef struggle like that in quite some time, and he had really didn't have his breaking ball at all today. It's kind of his go-to pitch when all the other stuff maybe isn't there really crisp, and when that wasn't there today, he struggled out there to get ahead in counts and then certainly putting guys away. So again, he'll learn from it. It is spring training, and with the conditions today, when they hit the ball in the air, with much behind it, it was landing out on the berm today. A lot of wind, and we just didn't pitch well. We had one of those days, and we'll be back after tomorrow. Offensively, I thought Seager's swinging the bat great. Thought he was right on everything today, and another good day for Mitch Haniger. So those guys will continue to build upon that. But tough day to pitch. We certainly did not control the zone at all today, and had a hard time putting people away.
Mariners are at Camelback Ranch in Glendale today to take on the Dodgers. Don't forget, football tomorrow night. You can only see it right here. Can't be in the stadium. So watch Eastmont and Wenatchee, 6:30 with our pregame. That's a look at sports news. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And recapping one of tonight's top stories, new COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations in Chelan and Douglas counties continued their sharp decline this week. This week's Chelan-Douglas Health District thermographic report shows the rate of new cases for the 2 counties has fallen to 117 per 100,000 residents over the past 2 weeks. That's compared with 177 new cases reported a week ago. The infection rate in the 2 counties has been falling for several weeks now. In addition, the health district reported there is currently only 1 person from the 2 counties hospitalized with the virus. There are also 3 COVID-19 patients from outside the 2 counties being treated at Central Washington Hospital. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Tomorrow is Friday, and according to my calendar, Friday is immediately followed by Saturday and Sunday, 2 days combined that we here in the Americas refer to as the weekend. I'll have that gorgeous weekend weather forecast. And by the way, thank Grant, because he's in charge of the weather. We'll have your weekend weather forecast. We'll preview the Wildcats and the Panther football game tomorrow night, and everything you need to start your weekend will be right here for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We expect to see you at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, live and local, here from Studio 37. Grant, back to you.
Thanks, Dan, and that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance. Take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellingson here from Live It Up. Join us every week as we answer your questions on health, wealth, and relationships.
We're all about you creating a life that you love, so tune in to Live It Up.
I'm Jenny Kerstetter, and you are watching the NCWLIFE channel.